Half Amazon, half god and all-powerful, the Amazonian princess we call Wonder Woman is a force to be reckoned with. Since her inception, she's been a character with many powers that comic book fans all over the world have come to love and appreciate. Of course, not all things stay the same, and after over 75 years, the character first appeared in All-Star Comics number 8 in October 1941 with her first feature in Sensation Comics number 1. Wonder Woman's powers are still some of the coolest and most powerful that fans have witnessed. In fact, it was great to see some of the powers realized in live action when the Princess of Themyscira made her big screen debut in the Patty Jenkins-directed Wonder Woman. While the movie did not showcase all of the demi-goddess's powers, there were a fair few that we did have the pleasure of seeing, and hopefully we will see more from Diana when the sequel, Wonder Woman 1984, hits theaters in 2020. Of course, Wonder Woman has been a staple of DC for decades, and there's no question as to why, with many powers and abilities to brag about, not that she ever would. One of the key leaders of the Justice League of America along with Superman and Batman. Since her creation, Diana of Themyscira has made a name for herself as one of the most powerful superheroes in comic book existence. Of course, not all of the powers she currently wields and exhibits are part of her original power set, but there's nothing wrong with getting a bit of an upgrade every now and again, which was ultimately why this list needed to be showcased. Check out some of Wonder Woman's best powers and equipment ranked below. Superhuman Agility. It must be nice to have agility that is inexhaustible. Wonder Woman is very much the athlete even without her powers. With endless training in the ways of the Amazons, coupled with her abilities from being a demigod, Diana's agility is one of her best assets and proves to always be a pain for her foes during a fight. Dimensional Teleportation. In some of the older comics, Diana has used her ability of dimensional teleportation, which is always a great asset to have, especially when you quickly need to get out of a bind. At times super speed, flight or an invisible jet can't get you from one place to another fast enough, so teleporting would be the best option. Superhuman Stamina. There are probably many times of day that a person wishes they had more energy to keep them going. Luckily for Diana, this is not something that she experiences often. With superhuman stamina, it's rare for the Amazon to tire, and when she finally does, it's still hard to notice. Superhuman Durability. Not only does the Princess of Themyscira have tons of energy at her disposal, but she also has enhanced durability. Whether from landed punches, kicks, being hit by debris, energy blasts, or a whole host of other offensive and defensive attacks, Wonder Woman can survive most of them. Communication with animals. For anyone who owns pets or simply likes animals, it's likely that you've often wondered what it might be like if you could truly understand them and perhaps even know what they're thinking. However, if you're Wonder Woman, there is no need to wonder at all because you have the ability to communicate with all types of animals. Enhanced senses. Another gift from the gods, Diana is blessed with senses that are much more powerful than an average human. Things such as sight and hearing are enhanced for the Amazon, yet another reason why she's so hard to deal with in battle. She can see and hear potential enemies coming from yards away. Magical powers. In the new Justice League Dark comic book, a new skill for Wonder Woman has been awakened, the powers of magic. During an encounter with a villain by the name of Upside Down Man, he senses Diana's latent magical powers and unlocks them out of curiosity. Diana's power was something that not even Zatanna had ever encountered and is definitely a game changer for the Amazon. Superhuman strength. Wonder Woman has superhuman strength, meaning she can lift things like a tank with little to no effort at all. She's displayed this aspect of her powers on numerous occasions and has used it against villains like Ares and Darkseid, but there is another aspect of her super strength that is sometimes forgotten. When Diana's gauntlets are removed, her power becomes virtually limitless. However, this does come at a price. Flight. Sometimes, navigating about through the skies in an invisible jet is not all it's cracked up to be. Besides, who would even need one when you have the gift of flight granted to you by Hermes? Thanks to Hermes, Diana is able to fly around with the same near light speed as the quick messenger god. Super healing. Now, who wouldn't want to have the power of super healing? Not only is it something that's invaluable, it's also something that can keep the fierce warrior princess in perfect shape after the many battles she continually finds herself in. With enhanced senses, superhuman durability, agility, stamina, and strength, Having a healing factor definitely makes the demi-goddess nearly completely invulnerable. Lasso of Truth. One of Wonder Woman's best-known weapons, this glowing lasso has already appeared on the big screen when she used it in that epic Batman v Superman battle against Doomsday. The lasso originally came from the golden girdle of Gaia, worn by Antiope. Forged into a weapon by the Greek god Hephaestus, the lasso, like most of her weapons, is more than a glowing rope. We have already seen its immense strength and magical length in action, but it also has some more magical applications. In the comics, the lasso is able to force people to tell the truth, and it can also dispel illusions to reveal the truth, hence the name, and restore memories to those who have lost them. It can even restore the mind to sanity and protect people from magical attacks. Bracelets of Victory. A key part of Wonder Woman's costume, the Bracelets of Victory are silver cuffs worn around Diana's wrists, but they are far more than jewelry. These bracelets were forged from the shield of the Zeus himself and as such are indestructible. Their connection to Zeus even allows Wonder Woman to use her cuffs in order to project a lightning blast from them, using them as an offensive weapon. Most of the time, however, the bracelets are defensive. Royal Tiara. The Royal Tiara originally was red, although in the live-action version it is the same color as the rest of the tiara. She is able to take it off and use it as a throwing weapon, and with sharpened edges and her superhuman strength behind it, a throw can dole out an impressive amount of damage. Battle Armor. When Diana knows that she's headed out to do battle, she does have specific battle armor to protect herself and move as easily as possible. There have been many different costumes that Wonder Woman has donned over her years in comics, but the common thread is the armored breastplate that covers her torso. The film version also includes a classic warrior skirt for freedom of movement, although comics have seen her in skirts, leotards, shorts, and even pants for a brief period. She has also been known to wear a shield for extra protection, as well as her bulletproof bracelets. Magical Sword. We've seen quite a lot of Wonder Woman's sword in the latest trailers for her film, but some may not be aware that it is actually a magic sword. The primary magical property of her sword is its ability to work on very powerful beings, including Superman. This sword, therefore, can hurt and even, theoretically, kill Superman without kryptonite. Good thing that they're on the same side. Last but not least, her invisible plane. Well, one of Wonder Woman's early days, the invisible plane was her primary mode of transport in the days before Wonder Woman could fly. The plane has an autopilot mode, various weaponry, can fly in space, and can repair itself when damaged. Wonder Woman also has a telepathic connection to her plane. So, we hope you enjoyed this video. One of the Justice League's main 3 members, Wonder Woman is an icon that will be around for many years to come. Please join us next time as we bring you great shows, and as always, if you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, do not forget to click the bell icon for notifications for future shows. Thank you again, and take care.